Oh, not again.
Magnificent.
Hi.
We have indeed witnessed your decision. Not only have you taken back mankind's future for itself, but you've also re-established our reason for existence. While reality had been wholly distorted, your actions have guided it back towards what it ought to be.
What it ought to be?
That is correct. Time itself cannot be rewound, but every past event will revert to the event that should have occurred instead.
What should have occurred instead?
I'll ask you once more. I'd like for you to turn yourself into the police, of your own accord.
I will carve my own path for myself. I refuse to accept a reality concocted by someone else, stuck under their control for the rest of my days.
I'd love it if Akechi was sort of like, the whole time being like, he's gonna end up in prison. What happens to Akechi?
Everything will return to how it should be. Everything.
Telling you, he's not dead. It's just too suspicious.
There are no exceptions.
Because they haven't said that he'll die there. There's just like, it's just be back to how it was. No exceptions, like, all the dots. All the dots.
Have your regrets begun?
All the dots. All the dots.
Choosing such a path must not have been easy for you. For that, you have our utmost respect and gratitude.
Nah. Yeah, I know. I said nah.
Did you see him?
Where could Mona, Akechi-kun, and he be? We've literally looked everywhere.
This is our original reality, right?
I believe so, yes.
The metanav is gone. We don't even have a way to check anymore.
At any rate, there's no point in worrying about it here.
Indeed. Let's go worry about it over there, about 3 meters away.
We should work all of this out somewhere else. You're right. Now that I think about it, we've been out all night too. So let's go to LeBlanc. Huh? Samire, let's go! Oh, right.
What's it say? What's it say?
I'm home.
You didn't tell me you'd be out all night. You should have at least gotten in touch with me about it.
I'm sorry, Sojiro.
We're the ones who kept her out so late. We should be apologizing for her.
And we're all back so early in the morning. We're awfully sorry.
Stop apologizing so much. Being worried isn't exactly on my list of favorite activities, but I assume you had a good reason for it, right?
Have you seen him at all lately?
Him? What are you bringing him up for?
You know what his deal is right now, Sojiro?
Well, yeah. He's been locked up since last year.
Locked up?
What's going on?
What are you guys talking about? Well, I was gonna ask you that, but now I'm getting a strange feeling that I've been seeing him until fairly recently.
How strange.
Anyways, why don't you all take a seat before I go over his situation?
So he's in juvenile detention.
What's going on with the footy on the TV? Like, that's an actual picture of a football match, but it is just a case of like, it's just static. If you left it, it's like, it would be like that for ages, wouldn't it?
Well, I need to stock up on a few supplies before I open up shop. Feel free to hang out here while I'm out.
Thank you.
So, this is our original reality, right? Or are we in another different one now?
I mean, now it's in the news, so...
You know, these unexpected changes could actually be the end results of our actions in our own reality. Remember how he was originally planning on turning himself into the police? Then Akechi-kun did it for him instead.
But that took place in Dr. Maruki's reality, which means he's currently...
So everything that would have happened if it weren't for Dr. Maruki, now it's actually happened?
You know, what y'all are saying is starting to make sense. But in that case, in the real reality, I mean, the reality we're in right now, what happened with Morgana and Akechi?
Don't say it. Just like with my mom. Now Morgana's. Did someone say my name?
Nope.
This again?
Recycled gags suck! Why do you always have to get us all worried like that? How are you here? Looks like it really was just the metaverse me who disappeared. Eventually, I woke up in Shibuya. Getting all the way back here took some time.
Had to eat on the way as well. I found a pond.
Come on, don't scare us like that. Oh, but wait, does that mean Akechi's...
What is it, Mona-chan? Well... about him.
All I could find was his arm. I guess his arm survived.
No. I can't believe Akechi-san's really...
What the hell? So he was fighting that hard, knowing he was gonna disappear the whole time.
So he's incarcerated, and Akechi is... I thought I'd braced myself for the decision we made, but... this truly is a harsh reality.
We all decided to live our real lives and look to the future from here. But even so... I just can't accept Senpai being stuck behind bars. Why don't we try to help him somehow?
Nice. I'm impressed with the idea.
Yeah! We won't put up with this injustice!
But what can we do to actually help him get out of there? I remember Sis telling me a while ago, in order to overturn a sentence, you need definitive evidence that proves the subject's innocence.
So what you're saying is, we just gotta find that evidence, right?
Then we're on the case.
There's no time for us to waste. We're going to show off what the Phantom Thieves are capable of. One last time.
Yeah, but... how are you gonna find this evidence? That's gonna be a hell of a task. If only you had an expert hacker or something. Ah well.
That's right. Let's go!
We're gonna save our leader no matter what it takes!
Yeah!
6 years later. Take your time.
Really? Now that we know the name, all we need is an address. You're right. We'll succeed if we all do it together. Sis has yet to say anything, but I believe she's looking into possible actions as well. As for me, I will look into every viable solution. Thanks. Make sure you give my regards to Shiho-san. Oh, could we try getting their help as well? I'm sure they would gladly cooperate. That would be a great help. I'll leave that to you. We'll talk again tomorrow. Let's save him, no matter what.
I already told you. There was nothing wrong with his conduct. I was his guardian, so I should know best. I bet you're just trying to dig up some dirt. You probably want to pin a crime on him. But I'm not gonna let that happen. You hear me?
I like that. No, I don't know you.
I'll announce his name as the key figure in the completion of the medicine at the next conference. I've heard that Miwa-chan's progress is going well.
Indeed, that's true, but...
I'm certain that this will help prove his good character in the trials. Please, I want to increase his chances of being found innocent as much as possible.
I see. So that's why.
You'll cooperate too, right?
And so we need to release an official opinion from this school to object his arrest to the police. You'll all agree with me, correct?
Just randomly a football in a basket there.
What good are teachers if they don't believe in their students?
Yeah, that's the kid. Also, you guys know someone in public security, right? Won't you introduce me to him? I have to protect him, using whatever means necessary. I'm begging you.
Please, I beg of you. Please help me collect enough signatures. I want to help a friend who's innocent. He's a really good guy.
Take my word for it, like, super serious.
He always fights for the sake of others. He's my best friend!
Uh-oh.
So basically, the reason why we were able to come to our senses is because he saved us. And now he's in a crisis himself. I believe it's our turn to save him this time. But our words alone won't reach anyone. That's why I need Yokota-san and everyone's help. Won't you please protest the police with me? Please!
Please tell me if you know of this young man. I need testimonies from people to use in the special article in regards to him. Did he truly look like a boy who would cause an assault here?
Yes, he did. I remember him well.
There's a discrepancy in the other residents' testimonies in the court decision at the time. Please, you have to remember.
A certain young man is faced with a dilemma due to the unjust oppression by the government. He is suffering from a crime he did not commit. He is a promising young man who will support this country's future. What justice is there in a country without it being able to save such an individual? This cannot be allowed!
Look at the guy ranked #1 in these rankings. Isn't his score amazing?
He's really, really good. But anyway, you see the one that's like number 7? That's him. That's the one I'm on about.
I really want to go up against him, but I heard he's been arrested for some crime he didn't commit. But I can't help him out with just myself alone. We need tons more people's voices, like on online forums and getting signatures and stuff.
Maybe we would like plead our case in front of like a senate or a group of people, and then they vote on it like aye or nay, you know, that sort of thing. In the world Netherworld for some reason, I'm not entirely sure.
You have to say with me that it makes no sense that he's been arrested when he's done nothing bad. Please, please help him out.
Yes, it's thanks to that young man. I would still be trapped in that awful match fixing if not for his support. And now, this honest gentleman is locked up in juvenile hall, despite being innocent. This time, I wish to be the one to come to his rescue.
Checkmate.
Please,
He doesn't belong in juvenile detention at all. I swear I'll make up for the missed practice. Please, let me take just a short break. Coach?
No deal.
But...
I've got a few connections up my own sleeve that'll probably be more useful than simply doing your own legwork. I'll also try calling around to check if any of my other trainees have some useful info. But if I do this for you, it means you're continuing practice as scheduled. Got it? I'm sure it's what he'd want for you too.
Thank you so much, Coach.
Sup?
You escaped the prison of the heart only to be imprisoned in reality. What a most ironic outcome. Your wish for others' happiness prevailed over your own. However, I feel as though all is finally well. In the end, you willingly chose the correct path.
It's all for the greater good.
Most importantly, you never compromised your values for your own well-being. The final arcana you have acquired is the world. It is the power for an individual to stand on their own 2 feet, swayed by none. That power shall fuel the hope shared amongst your friends and yourself to strive towards a better future. With the world, you are no longer without a place to belong, and will never trudge a path alone again.
My own duties end here as well. You were truly a remarkable guest.
I was gonna say, what about the entire room? Guys? Oh, I'm stuck in the abyss.
Long time no see.
You right?
We met last on Christmas Eve, right? Never mind, it's nothing. I have 2 great pieces of news for you today. First, we finally managed to prosecute Masayoshi Shido. He'll likely be found guilty. I'm grateful for your cooperation with the trial. Your testimony proved to be very useful.
I'm glad to hear that.
To be frank, it seemed almost hopeless at one point. But thanks to the civil protests, some of the more indecisive prosecutors came to our side.
Or maybe it was like a aye or nay situation.
It will likely be some more time until the hearing begins, but this is the first step to true change. The only charges right now are for breaking election laws, breaking funding control laws, and bribery. I knew that proving the metaverse's existence would be difficult, but I still find myself dissatisfied. Shido did admit to all of his crimes, though, including everything you know about. Now for the other piece of good news. As of today, you'll be free to go.
I get to leave?
That's right. Shido's confession brought light to the truth of your case. We were able to prove your innocence in the original assault charge that led to your arrest. Your sentence will no doubt be rescinded. You're a free man.
Do I not get any sort of like compensation for the time that I spent in here? Would be nice.
The others did everything they could for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna sue.
Bringing in the woman who was the victim in your case as a witness was the turning point. To think they'd be able to track down someone involved in a case from well over a year ago. That wasn't all. An unbelievable amount of support has come in from various other places as well. Regardless, the righteous Phantom Thieves are gone. All that remains is for us adults to lead society in the right direction.
Indeed. So again, about my compensation?
Then again, I have to wonder if you believe what I say.
We made a promise.
Thank you. Still, I'm glad I was able to save you in court. I've never felt so happy in my entire life. I'm not quite sure how to put it, but saving your future meant more to me than my own career.
Strange.
I feel like you even taught me how to live.
You're exaggerating.
That's not true. By the way, there's something that's been on my mind. What did the treasure of my world turn out to be?
Why do you want to know? I mean, you'd be curious, wouldn't you? Be like, what was it?
I suppose it doesn't matter now one way or the other. There is one more thing. I haven't even told Makoto about this, but I realized something after meeting all of you. My most prized treasure is the justice I use to protect those important to me. Makoto helped show me that as well. Once the Shido case is settled, I'm thinking of quitting my job and becoming a defense lawyer.
You know, I like the idea of it just being like, oh, it was the briefcase. That the briefcase was the treasure.
I wanted to reform the system, but I'll have to leave that to someone else. Going forward, I want to enact justice not for myself, but for the sake of others. Well then, I need to go submit the paperwork for your release. Thank you again for everything you've done. See you later.
Hey, you kept me waiting. Jeez. To be honest, I didn't really want to come, but Futaba just wouldn't stop bugging me. Anyway, you're a free man now, aren't you? It'd look bad on me if you did something again under my watch. All right, let's go home. It's cold, so get in quick.
So it's the start of Like a Dragon.
It's not moving at all.
Due to the railway incident this morning, widespread delays have impacted the various lines and...
Another accident, huh? Reminds me of that day back in April. Remember when we went to introduce you at the school?
Yep, I've been through that so many times. I'm trying to forget.
You never change, huh? Thinking back, I was pretty awful to you. Throwing you in that storage room all by yourself.
I mean, to be fair, you've been very good to us, so...
And again, soon you're gonna be... Made some great friends here. You better thank them when we get back, alright?
Alright. God, you're not my dad. Ugh.
Woohoo! Namaste!
Namaste.
Whoa.
You did it!
It has been a while.
Not bad. You look fine.
I'm glad you seem well. And the best for last, me.
Go to bed.
So we meet again. It's good to see you.
Same here, I guess.
All right, so let's grab a table.
And do what with it?
I gotta head out and grab some groceries. I'm sure you guys have plenty to talk about.
Not really.
Now we're only missing one last person.
She texted me a little while ago that she's finished with practice and heading here. I'm guessing she'll be here any minute now.
Sorry I'm late. Senpai!
Where have you been?
Welcome back.
All right, that's everyone.
Come on, Sumire, take a seat.
Man, it went well, yeah?
I'm so glad we didn't give up.
This was certainly worth the effort.
We didn't know what to do once you were gone, but then we realized something. Even if we don't have the metaverse or any other special powers, we can still change reality.
If we didn't do that at the very least, we'd be betraying the entire reason we stood up to Maruki.
We'll oppose the injustices of this reality with our own strength. That's what we all agreed upon.
Ever since then, we've been doing just that. Busting our asses trying to get you out of the clink.
Not just us. Everyone who believed in you joined us.
Thanks to that, we've got our leader back.
They did things to me in jail. Thank you.
What are you talking about? You're the one who took the hit for us.
They treated you fine, right? Actually, did you lose some weight?
No comment.
It would be understandable. I've heard the food in prison is quite foul.
Yeah, it is mainly chicken.
So, what did you eat?
Was it bugs? Fermented mackerel? Or maybe durian? You're missing the point.
You're gonna get some good food soon enough, though. Boss is out getting stuff for our party right now.
Curry time.
Come on, everyone's back together. It's time to celebrate.
I guess you really were hungry.
Don't go blaming me, that was your stomach.
Oh, and that wasn't you?
Told you.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it was Sumire.
Sojiro will be back soon, just to hang in there.
Oh yeah! Sorry for not minding my business. But we heard from boss, you're going back home next month? Can't you stay here?
No.
Sure, we proved you're not guilty, but people are still gonna label you there, aren't they? Ain't it just gonna be uncomfortable going back?
Nah, I've got a label making machine, I'm gonna label them.
What's the matter? We were all so excited a moment ago. How about this? If our leader is leaving, the Phantom Thieves are truly disbanding, correct? Today, we can celebrate his release and commemorate the day of our disbandment.
What kind of commemoration is that?
I was serious when I said it. It sounds like a good idea to me.
I guess you're right. We just gotta double our excitement for today.
About that, there's something I need to tell you guys.
Something I'd like to point out at this point though is that I've always noticed with Ryuji, they've done a good job with his model. He's always exchanging his feet and trying to not put too much pressure on his legs and stuff like that. He's always fidgeting and moving and making sure his legs are sort of more nimble and flexible, because it's yeah, it broke him. It's he needs to take the weight off them. That's probably one of the reasons he's actually slouching most of the time. As opposed to oh, he's just a delinquent. It's nah, it's probably because of his bad legs.
I've decided to go with him when he leaves. He's pretty special after all. Plus, we need someone there in case he turns back into a delinquent.
Let me think it over.
Come on, we've known each other long enough. You don't have to say that kind of stuff to me.
So you should know, Junpei Morgana, that I'm joking.
Either way, I want you guys to add my farewell party to the one we're having tonight.
It's just a joke, Morgana.
I don't know. Is that important?
You're not leaving for another month, right?
It is far too early for a farewell party.
I That'll just muddy the purpose of this celebration. Oh, how dare you! Sumire, at least you're on my side, right?
Me? Then, what say we call this a second round welcoming party?
That's the ticket, my re-welcoming party. Nobody can complain about that. So, for the food at my party,
Chicken.
I demand sushi! Sushi!
But chicken! Chicken!
Man, you guys are loud. I could hear you from outside.
I didn't say nothing.
Chief, they're so mean!
Noisy as always.
But are you hearing the meows, or...?
Hey, I'm not some normal cat!
I can't understand what you're saying to me, you know. Here.
No, I would much rather have sushi than something like...
Well, why are you still eating it?
This is delicious!
What an assertive little guy. I wonder where he got that from.
That's just part and parcel of who I am. The one, the only Morgana.
Stop trying to talk so big. You're just a cat now.
Shut up! I don't need to hear that from some dumb ape.
What was that?
It's things like that. You get angry so fast. Oh, and you're vulgar.
Ooh.
You little... Why don't you go disappear again?
Shut up! We're supposed to be celebrating, not fighting.
This is how they celebrate.
They're at it again.
You guys never change, do you?
Seriously, that weirdo Inari.
Like, genuinely, you gotta think it from his point of view. It's like, Ryuji's just yelling at the cat, and the cat's going, meow, meow, meow.
Who are you calling a weirdo?
Don't worry. Being weird is just a sign of your individuality.
You don't need to defend him about that.
Well, anyways, we're all here now. Let's kick this party off!
Very well.
Off of what?
Sojiro, I want sushi!
Evening. Delicious food, fluffy sheets. I guess home is what you make of it. Even in this abandoned building of all places. It's not abandoned. What? There's a shop below it. Hey, take care of me like this back home too, okay?
But seriously.
So, I wanted to ask you something. Remember the tail end of Maruki's palace when I was actually flying? That wasn't a dream, right? Oh, I don't know. Come on, don't blow me off here. I mean, I'm pretty sure it really did happen, but I still can't figure out how it was even possible. So this is just a theory, but don't you still have that star Jose gave you? It's dead. Hey, it's... The star's lost its luster. This was shining the last time you looked at it, right? So it really was the effect of the star. What I'm thinking is, like, did he have that in prison? Was it in a lockbox? Oh, well, of course it was. Now that I think about it. There's no other way that the idea of a cat converting into a helicopter could suddenly become a common cognition. Well, we're through with the metaverse, and it only happened in the most extreme of emergencies. So I have a feeling that won't be happening again anytime soon. I've been waiting for you to get home. Oh my. I have so much I want to talk to you about. I'd love to see you. Do you want to hang out tomorrow night? What should I do tomorrow? Spend time with Chihaya. Let's talk at my house. Really? Okay, if you insist. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. This has reminded me of like the last conversation I had with Sarah before doing this was very much like she was going off to like this sort of session, lesson, class thing. And it's just how our personalities work. She was just like, I love you. And I was like, how dare you? That was it. That was the conversation. You never change, do you?
Come on, let's go to bed. You're working at the shop from tomorrow onward, right?
I'm doing what? No one told me that. "14th, a Tuesday. Every day is so boring. Every day is so boring." I'm trying to fit it in like the song, but no. I don't care if it's just courtesy. I want chocolate. What? You're giving him chocolate? Which way you going, old man? Who cares about Valentine's Day anyway? And thinking about it, like, me and Sarah do not. It literally is just another day to us, and we just celebrate, like, us as a thing randomly. More fun that way. Usually when we meet up. Makes more sense. Evening.
Oh, right. Today's Valentine's Day. No wonder there were so many guys bringing girls in here. Don't you have anything exciting happening? I mean, you've been here nearly a whole year. You know, when I was young. Ooh, boy.
Oh my. Like, I'm never one for cards or anything like that. I do not send cards out to anyone, even at Christmas. Birthdays, nothing. Nada. Gifts? Sure. Cards? I don't see the point. There literally is no point at all. At all. Chocolate? Just get that randomly.
Excuse me?
Oh, you should have just told me. Here, I'll leave the store to you.
Cheers.
Enjoy yourselves.
Oh my. Where's Morgana going?
Good evening.
Just, dear God, no. No on the other one. Have a seat. I'll make you some tea.
Thank you. It's been a while. How have you been?
I've been okay.
That's good to hear. Oh, well, I mean... I found out you'd been taken away, imprisoned. I was so scared for you. Do you know how that felt?
Sorry.
Good. To be honest, I knew you'd come home safe. I saw it in your readings. Still, I couldn't help worrying. Well, after all, if something else happened... Oh, I'm sorry. There I go again. Tempting fate.
Chihaya's chocolate. It's an SP item. My God.
Here, I wanted to give you this.
I'm so happy.
Glad to hear that. Well, I'm afraid it's not homemade, though. I'm still telling fortunes, but I've cut all ties with the chairman.
I know you can do it.
Thank you. It's taking time, but I'm getting more customers who really rely on me. Oh, but you don't have to worry. No matter how busy I get, you'll always come first. After all, I may be a fortune teller, but I can't let my life revolve around other people's romances.
I should tell Chihaya that I'm going home. I'll be returning to my hometown.
Huh? I'd like to sit next to you. So, you really are leaving. That soon, too.
It's like, I'll come see ya.
You promise? Then I'll wait for you.
You know, I'll put out that long distance relationships do work. Just saying.
Honestly, I'm sad to hear it, but if this is really what you want, then I'll support you. Doesn't matter how far you go, I'll always be thinking of you. Actually, I've been wondering since I first saw you today, but something's changed in your aura, hasn't it? Your energies have a different color than usual. It hasn't been that long since I saw you last either. Seems strange.
Yeah, it's because I haven't got a persona anymore, so it's like I have this green aura, which means I'm easy to defeat rather than a red one. You think so?
Oh, don't be so evasive. But you're not the only one who's changed, I suppose. I'm glad if my fortune-telling brings people joy, but there's one person whose happiness I want above all else. If my power lets me help them, even just a little, then all the pain it brought me was worth it.
Is that person...
Are you really going to make me say it? As long as I have you, I can overcome anything fate throws at me. I don't have to see the future to know that.
Aw, that's sweet. I spent a romantic evening with Chihaya. The next day, everyone.
Perfect timing. You've got a guest.
Sorry to bother you this early in the morning. I was wondering if you'd like this. There's no obligation, of course.
Fair enough.
You've helped me through a lot. I wanted to express my appreciation. Sorry for how this is coming off. I didn't mean for it to seem like I'm just dumping my leftovers on you.
Did you literally just come over here to give me a piece of chocolate? Well, thanks anyway.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. So, thank you.
Well, look at this hotshot. Lucky guy having a gorgeous lady drop by this early just to give you treats.
I hope you don't mind that I stopped by today. No doubt you already got some from someone special.
Oh, yes. Went about chocolate or something else?
I should really be going anyway. Sorry to impose. And this is hardly the end of my debt, of course. Chocolate isn't going to cover all you've done for me. See you around.
Depends how much chocolate you got. And is it British chocolate? Because that's a thing in Japan. They like our British chocolate. I mean, they like Kit Kats. That's British.
Oh!
Like, we're not talking like the American version of Kit Kat, which is not the same as the British version of the Kit Kat, the one that, again, we invented, so...
I heard they finally turned you loose. I'm glad you're doing okay. I expected at least a phone call, though.
Ah, well, my bad.
Anyhow, you're free, and that's worth celebrating.
Yay!
I was hoping I'd get a chance to hand this over, so this is good timing.
Are we gonna get chocolate from every single person?
You know how it was Valentine's Day yesterday?
Was it? Thanks.
It's just a token of my appreciation, so don't go feeling guilty about not getting me anything. How about you consider it a sign of trust from one comrade to another? See ya!
Morning! We usually don't run into each other here, huh? Oh, yeah. This is for you. I was going to give it to you at school, but as long as we're both here, have some chocolate. You know, for Valentine's Day.
As friends.
As friends. Close friends.
Alright, steady on.
I'll be counting on you.
Oh. Great timing. I was just headed to your classroom. Here, take this. It's chocolate. Think of it as a token of appreciation for all you do for us.
Thanks.
Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be a big deal. See you again soon, okay?
Oh, Senpai! Sorry, I didn't mean to ambush you like this. But this is yours, if you want it. It's chocolate. A token of my appreciation and respect. Well, when I put it like that, it sounds a bit too intense.
Thanks.
Oh, please, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal at all. I just wanted to show you I really appreciate you putting up with me, and I hope that doesn't change.
It is like with all this chocolate we're getting, we're going to put on the weight that we lost in prison. Give it a day.
Hello.
Oh, more chocolate? Where did this one come from? Now, please tell me the backstory of where this chocolate came from before you give it to me. I need to know.
I'm glad I caught you. I wanted to give you this.
What animal did it go through? Okay.
I thought it'd be best to wait until today. After all, if you got one from someone special, I wouldn't want to intrude. You always do so much for me. This is the least I could give in return.
Thanks.
Of course. We should get coffee again sometime too.
I have to leave.
Just let me know when you're free.
I'm fully booked. Ah, dear.
Oh, I'm glad I got to see you.
Where's people ambushing me with chocolate?
I'm relieved you're safe.
I just want to go home.
On that note, I have a small gift for the occasion, if you'll accept it.
Oh, it feels so good. I've had so much chocolate today.
Apparently these days, people give chocolate to friends, even when it's purely platonic. Seems like a fine opportunity to celebrate your return, and express my gratitude.
Thanks.
I hope Shogi brings us even closer together.
So much chocolate.
Welcome back.
Oh god, you're even here as well. I mean, hello!
I wasn't sure I'd even see you, but I guess this is good timing. Here, take this.
Thank you.
Figured you deserved a little appreciation.
As friends?
Who knows? Don't get your hopes up. Sounds like you've been through a lot. It's kind of a relief to see you're the same as ever. Remember, I'm pretty close by if you ever come down with something. Call whenever you need to. See you later then.
Didn't even get any chocolate from Ryuji.
I know it's sudden, but could you watch the store?
It depends. Could you help me eat this chocolate?
I gotta head out for a bit. Think you can keep an eye on things?
Oh, were you working? Sorry to distract you.
Oh god.
I thought I'd stop by on the way home from work, partly so I could give you this.
Yay! Chocolate!
You've done so much for me, after all. I wanted to say thanks.
So much chocolate. Thanks.
Oh, and I didn't get to say it at work, but welcome back. I'm glad you're safe. Oh, right. I whipped up a little study guide for the classwork you missed. It should cover most of the important stuff.
Thanks. You could have just got me more chocolate.
If you're still having trouble with any of it, you can always ask me, okay? I'm your teacher. That's my job. Anyway, I'll see you at school.
Evening.
Oh, perfect timing. You got a sec?
No.
Cool. I just wanted to give you something.
Oh god, seriously, I've thrown up 3 times today.
Don't worry, not gonna make it weird. Just if Sojiro saw, he'd get ideas and start freaking out. So, here you go.
Just throws it into your face. Eat it.
A chocolatey gift for my friend and squad mate. If you want to pay me back, I'll take a year's supply of instant noodles.
That's a lot.
What? You thought I was serious? Relax. It's just a gift from me to you.
From you to me, from me to you.
'Cause you're my key item, right? And you always will be.
He'll be dead tomorrow from all the sugar he's taken in.